In this tutorial, we'll be having a look at code completion in the brackets editor. Code completion is one of the coolest features of brackets and works very well for JavaScript and CSS. As we've learned, JavaScript and CSS, as well as HTML, are the languages that brackets is designed to work best with. They are also the languages brackets is written in, which gives insight to why it helps us so much. Let's have a look. Create a new file and save it. We're going to call it main.js. It's important that we name this file a JavaScript file, because this will give us access to JavaScript code completion. Now, type math dot. You will see a drop-down menu containing all the built-in math functions that are available in JavaScript. This is very easy in case you cannot remember the spelling of some of the more difficult ones to spell, or in case you do not know the full extent of what math can do. At minimum, it can save you a bit of typing, so that's very cool. It can also do some interesting things. Type Angular dot. Notice how it gives you a full list of Angular's functions, even though Angular is not even in this project. The editor is smart enough to know the basic definition of what the object Angular should look like in most projects. The code analysis is made possible by turn.js. Turn is a JavaScript library which powers brackets' built-in code completion. There's lots of documentation available on Turn at their website at turnjs.net. I encourage you to visit Turn and learn more about how their plugin works and why it helps you use projects in brackets. Note that this code completion can also be added to several other popular editors, including Sublime, Vim, and Eclipse. Finally, let's look at a very cool feature of the code completion. We'll define a variable and we'll say var myArray equals an array. Now type myArray dot. You'll see you're given a list of arrays' automatic built-in functions. This is very useful. The code completion module was smart enough to realize that myArray, the element, was an array. Using these features intelligently, you can write more powerful code faster. Now, let's take a look at the CSS code completion capabilities of brackets. Create a new file and just call that mystyle.css. Now let's type some CSS. Make a div tag, and inside start typing the word font. Notice it gives you a list of all the available CSS styles in this drop-down menu. This is very useful for CSS because, as you can see, there is no shortage of available font styles to choose from. Let's choose font size. And we'll give it a number there. Now if we try a different one, for example, display, and press a colon, it gives us a list of the available built-in options for a display. As you can see, there are many options here that are a bit obscure, many that I didn't even know existed. Using this tool, it can be a window into more logical and better written code. Let's try one more. Type tran and select transform. You'll see it gives us a list of all the available transform properties. Let's give it scale x 2. Now go to the end, press space, and start typing something else, like R. Here it'll give us another shortened list to help us type faster. If we begin typing rotate and select rotate with enter, we can spare ourselves typing a few keys. Well, that's about it for code completion in brackets. Code completion is very powerful and useful and works very well for JavaScript and CSS. Code completion will also work for TypeScript with the addition of a few modules. All in all, code completion should work for the programming language of your choice if a plugin supports it. If not, consider contributing a plugin to support that language.